Hi, I'm Alena Chapman, and this is my dog Sammy. He's gonna do the vlog with me. All right, now I wanted to talk about being the helping hand or not. Okay, now we think we know everything about, just being a helping hand and helping out. We all want to help, or sometimes we don't. But let's talk about this, because right now, with everything going on in the world, the fires in the West and in other parts of the world, it's not just the US, and the flooding everywhere, and this Irma and all these hurricanes and tsunamis and earthquakes, and I mean, what is going on? And there are so many people that are being hurt by this. And now we're starting to see, miraculously, people coming together to help each other, to rebuild, help each other to try to rise above all these circumstances that have been thrown at us. All right? And it's miraculous. It's miraculous. But I also want to talk about when the crisis is over, and it will end, what do we do to help others? And why do we want to? And sometimes it's the littlest thing. When we really understand how important it is to help others. Cynthia Kersey is a friend of mine, and she does the Unstoppable Foundation. She actually builds homes, schools, communities, clean water in parts of Africa. She solves the problem of why children can't go to school. She builds communities. And how did that start? Well, now Cynthia, if you hear this, please have mercy if I screw this story up. I pray I don't. But I tell you, she was going through a very hard time in her life where she was very hurt. And some very wise man said, I think it was Habitat for Humanity, she was building homes. And she said, I wonder how many of these homes I have to build to end the hurt. And he said, you build I'm already screwing it up, but you build as many as until the hurt goes away. You help until your hurt inside goes away. Now, do you have to be hurt to help out? No. But why would he say that? Well, I have helped people like everyone else all my life. I'm the little girl that when my mom said, please don't go for a walk, because if you do, you're going to bring home strays. And I did. All right. But in that, besides that point, one thing I have always seen, when we help someone, it gives us more than hope. It does give us hope, but more than hope. And I'll tell you what, it does something for your own self-esteem too. You gain so much more than you're even doing in helping, because you start to see how the actions, the responses, what you do, how it can change the course of another person or animal's lives. You start to see that little old you, little old me, can do just one thing that changes this other person whose life might be in trouble, change their life, or that animal even. Change the life. You have that power. So does that make you feel that you have to hold out inside, oh my gosh, my actions affect everyone? Well, of course they do. We're all connected. We are all connected. This whole wonderful living universe is connected. So of course what I do for you helps you. And when I help you, I'm going to help myself, because we're connected. But on top of that, it starts to make us become aware of that fact, and that we have the power within us to move mountains, to really create anything, because we can affect all of life with one move. It's really phenomenal. And it's always to be used for the betterment of all. because when you do that, you start to see the miracles happen. And that's two things you get from reaching out and start helping other people. The other thing is, because you're in this zone of understanding the connection, and you're in the zone of really understanding that you have that connection running through you, and it is power. It's power in all of us. It's the soul, it's the energy, it's everything. It's the universe. It is power. That you have that running in through you. Then it brings you closer. It brings you closer to that source. And you start to see the wonder. And I always say, when you start seeing that wonder, that's when your mind really opens to all the possibilities, all the ideas, all the imagination. I mean, you'll start noticing things after you've worked with helping people. You know, you look up at the sky and you notice the trees. I love to see the trees so green against the blue sky. I love to see the blooming of a flower. This morning I woke up and I heard, I don't even know if I can do it. I heard, and it turned out to be a bunch of wild turkeys in my backyard. I had never heard. I always thought turkeys went gobble, gobble, gobble. But I was so appreciative for that. It's wonder. You start to reach wonder. So, should we always help? Every day. I mean, it's very important for us to help in these crises. Of course it is. And that's a given. And we know that. Well, most of us know that. Not all of us. But we should know that. But what about every day? I want to, and I also found this very interesting. There's a post going on around Facebook. And it was staged, which I don't always like those stage things. But it was a little girl. And she's sitting in some city. It looked like New York City. And she was homeless and she was holding up a sign, okay? And everyone was passing by. Everyone. A little girl. Now, I can tell you right now, there's no way I would have passed by. I just wouldn't. I can't even fathom somebody walking by. But somebody, they put it down to scams, they put it down to this, whatever. It just makes it easy to ignore it. But anyway, so this one woman came over out of all these busy people going to work, and she sits down and she goes and she gets food. She sits down and she asks the little girl, she says, "Hey, if you need help, I'm here." Now, this woman who did this, she was homeless. She had nothing. She had enough for a little bit of meal, and she shared it. The one who had the least was the one who gave the most. Just blows my mind. Blows my mind. But anyway, I wanted to bring that up because it doesn't take a lot. And it doesn't mean you have to be rich and write a check. It means you help. You're there. You hold the hand of a friend. You help the little girl who's homeless, even if you think it's so-called scam, which most of the time it's not. Or you help the stray animal. If you see the goose that can't cross the road, you help him cross the road. You do things that you can in your power. And I bet you, I guarantee you, that when you do that, you'll start to realize your own power. And you will start to realize the wonder of this connection and this power of this universe. And your mind will start to soar in ways that better this world, in ways that create better, in ways that are miraculous. I dare you. And you can hear the kids playing. It is a wonderful, connected world. It's time that you took part in it totally. Totally. All right. You have a fabulous, fabulous week. Expect the miraculous, make the miraculous, and get involved. Be that helping hand. Be that connection. be the benefit of all of our connection. If you have any comments, guys, I'm looking for comments. I want to hear what you're thinking. I want to hear what you think about this. I want to hear any ideas that you have, questions you have that you want me to discuss. This is your forum. I do it for you. So contact me. You can write down below. There's comments on that email I sent out to you. And if you're on YouTube, you can I think you can make comments on YouTube or go to alenachapmanlife.com. And soon you'll be going to master-manifester.com. That's my new website. And leave me comments. Leave me questions. Say, hey, Alena, I think we better talk about this comment. I want to see what other people think about this. Or, you know what? I got tough skin. Say, Alena, you are crazy. But I want to hear from you. All right? Have a fabulous week, everyone. And start helping. Bye-bye now.